Hi, everybody. Steve Albrecht from the Safe Library and library20.com or Library 2.0 for you. Thinking about lockers today. A couple ways to look at lockers. One would be for staff, and Layla agrees, we need lockers for staff to keep their personal stuff in. Those lockers are usually in the staff area and they can put their own locks on there. But if you do that, you need to have a locker policy. The written locker policy should say you're free to use this at your time of working, meaning for your shift. It can be over, your entire work time that you store stuff in there if you want, as long as there's enough of them. But there is no expectation of privacy on lockers, and they're subject to search at any time. And at the time of search, this is done by a supervisor. Usually, we're looking for contraband only, not medications and what other people are, personal life stuff, but things that are contraband only, which would be firearms, bullets, illegal drugs, and stuff like child pornography and like that. So no expectation of privacy, subject to search, but able for staff to use them while they're employed there. Now, think about another concept for lockers, which is lockers for the homeless. I have seen some libraries use these in their foyer area before you get inside the library, which is, kind of not outside in the weather, but not actually inside either. Posted signs, and these signs should say not for overnight use, and no contraband can be stored in here, drugs, things like that, that we don't want inside there. I have also seen lockers that, and this is for the a city in Arizona I've seen, where people put their concealed weapons inside the locker before they come inside the library. And that's an interesting thing. Security sometimes will escort somebody out who has a concealed weapon that they see, or an exposed weapon, and say, hey, put this in the locker. You can keep the key until you leave and then take it out and go that way. That's an interesting way to look at it. But most of the time for the lockers that I have seen for the homeless, they need to be big enough to store bedding and things like that, not tents, but bedding and their belongings, maybe a small suitcase size, so they can put their stuff in there and know that it's safe and protected, but that it cannot be kept there overnight. So think about the design, the location, where you want to have these lockers maybe to be, and also how they are going to be secured and what kind of signage that you want as well. Keys is probably not the best approach because people lose those or they just disappear. So kind of like with a hotel, that you can put in a 4-digit passcode that only you know, and then it disappears as soon as you use the locker and take your stuff out and go away. Kind of like a hotel safe. So think about this concept: a locker policy for your employees and a locker storage system for people experiencing homelessness in your locker that they can use to store their stuff before they come inside. So for Layla, the Library Beagle, I'll see you next time.